Hi everyone, welcome to today's new video. In today's video we'll be reading dark romance, and that is something I as a reader am very scared of for a couple of reasons. One, it is dark romance, it just sounds scary. Two, I don't read that much regular romance anymore because it just doesn't do it for me anymore since I've started reading fantasy romance or romanticities. So that is why I stopped reading contemporary romance, because it felt like a waste of time to just read a book, rate it 3 stars and never think of it again. But I saw so many TikToks on this series, which is called Devil's Night by Penelope Douglas, and weirdly enough that made me want to pick up dark romance. So I don't know if I'm gonna be really mad at myself for doing this after this week, but what if this is like my new favorite genre? What if I really like this? That's why I'm gonna be picking up dark romances, starting off with Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I don't know anything about this book. I'm going in blindly. I just saw a TikTok. Like everyone, we can lie to ourselves and say that is not how we get our book racks, but usually it's just a quote or an aesthetic video or whatever on TikTok, and we're like, let's pick up the book. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna pick up Corrupt. Hi guys, so the camera is probably gonna suck because I'm recording this from my laptop, but while I was editing I noticed I never told you that I finished Scrubs, and also I didn't give my rating. So I rated 4.5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I devoured it in like a day or two, which was crazy, and I would never expect to actually like the book. So yeah, I absolutely adored it. I will definitely continue the series, but not now because I need a break from those characters because they were so toxic. But also, I just loved every single thing about that book. And yeah, we're gonna do another book. So after this, we'll be reading Brutal Prince by Sophie Locke. So tonight I've been reading The Brutal Prince, and I'm a little over 30% into the book. I think I'm at page 102, and oh my god, this is so good. Before reading Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, I never read any dark romance, but I think I'm kind of getting into it right now because this one is so good. And I was reading Butcher and Blackbird a little while back, and I also really loved that one. So maybe I'm getting into my like dark romance era, I guess. That's weird to say, but yeah, I'm reading Brutal Prince and I'm absolutely loving it so far. So we're gonna continue reading. Hi guys, reading update. I am over 60% in Brutal Prince, but I'm going to sleep now, so I'll be continuing this on the plane tomorrow. Yeah, I'm weirdly loving this one actually. So, little reading update. I am almost done with Brutal Prince, and so far it has been so good. It's weird because I don't like saying that I liked a dark romance, but the mafia romance, that's amazing. And I love these characters, and the book is just, the writing is nice and also the plot is good, so that makes it very easy to read and I love it. So I have just finished Brutal Prince and I rated it 4.25 stars. and it is literally so good. It is one of my favorite dark romance. Now I want to get into more books by Sophie Lark because of this one. Maybe even Hunting Adeline. Like, I loved that one. That was so entertaining and fun. So I've started Haunting Adeline because I feel I can't be accepted into the dark romance era if I haven't read that book. So after Stolen Air, I started Haunting Adeline, and I'm scared. But I think it's gonna be okay. I'm 50 pages in and it's not that bad so far. We are currently reading Haunting Adeline. I am a little over 50 pages in, and so far it's not as bad as I expected it to be. I thought it was gonna be like so heavy and so weird and stuff. It's weird because she's literally being stalked and her friends are like, should we help you? Do you need help? Should we stay with you? She's like, no. And then she finds a diary of her great-grandmother who had the exact same situation and fell in love with her stalker. It's weird. But so far it's kind of good as well. I am literally so confused right now because I'm 100 pages in and it's not bad. I'm like, what is happening? When does this shit get good? If you have any more dark romance book racks that you're like, you need to read this, leave them in the comments because I would love to read more. Hi everyone, it is April 8th today, and yeah, I have to be a bit quiet because it's quite late. It's almost April 9th. But I finished Haunting Adeline today. I've been reading this book for like 4 or 5 days, but I just couldn't get through it that fast. And I have a couple of opinions about the book because I rated it 3 stars, but also this book was so toxic and so dark that I have no clue where to begin with. First of all, I've seen a lot of critiques about like, obviously there's non-consensual intercourse, let me put it like that, in this book, and people have been like talking about that this is romanticizing it and stuff. I don't think this book is romanticizing rape. I do think this is not a romance, so I know it's classified as a dark romance, but I cannot root for these two characters to be together if that's how their relationship is, because he forces himself upon her multiple times and she tells him no all the damn time, and he keeps going and he's stalking her because, if you don't know the book, Haunting Adeline is a stalker dark romance, but he keeps stalking her and forcing himself upon her even though she says no. I think they do it like 5 times where she says no, but then he still does it, and that really does not sit right with me. I don't think it's romanticizing it though, because Adeline very clearly sees that like it's not normal and it's not okay what's happening, but also she's kind of coping with different feelings, so I don't think it's necessarily romanticizing it. But I do think I personally can't read this as a romance, and I cannot stand a book that has a romance in it like this. And also Said's character, calling him a book boyfriend, I feel like is an insult to actual book boyfriends, because there are a lot of book boyfriends who are nice and loyal and like funny and all lovely, but this man is not it. I honestly don't think he's it. His character is also so contradicting because he saves women and children from human trafficking in this book. These are all not spoilers, but he saves them from all those things and like from pedophiles and stuff, and it's really gross and very graphic, so definitely watch the trigger warnings for this one. But he saves those
people, but on the other hand, he stalks and has non-consensual intercourse with this other girl. Make it make sense. You can't do one and also the other. Choose, pick one, you know, be a creep or be a hero. That just really didn't sit right with me. Also the writing, this book should have gotten an editor involved who could like scrap things out. It was too long. The writing was very, very cringy, and I don't think the writing was that good. Also, the characters, I did like Adeline, even though most people don't like her because they say she's like a whiny person, but I definitely did not feel like that. I did really like Adeline's character, and I also liked Daya, her best friend. So I did like the characters, and I kind of liked the plot, but also I really didn't, and I have very conflicting feelings about it. I decided to rate it, like I said, 3 stars, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave my rating like this because it made me feel very weird and dark after reading this one, and I don't know. But yeah, I did read it, and on to the next book, I guess.